So this what I can tell you guys. Your happiness start when you stop blaming the other person. And to the point I was making, I think when we both decided to look in the mirror, because I'll never forget the conversation when you told me, you like, I have nothing else left to give you. And I was like, man, like that was a first, because when you arguing back and forth, you get used to doing that.
Right.
But when somebody can look at you and say, hey, I'm off the boat. I have nothing else to give back.
I'm glad you brought that up. And I think at that point, that's when I started turning the corner. You know, and I was saying to myself, you know what, Margot, you got to do something different. You can't keep jumping in the conversation. And you're right. When you get stuck in that cycle, the arguments are the same. The conversation goes exactly the same. It's almost like you could be like, okay, well, I know what you're going to say next. Because you do this repeatedly every time. So when I got to that point and I was like, Tonio, listen, I don't have nothing else to give. Not that I was giving up on you or our marriage. I just understood that I needed to do something different.
So funny enough, at that moment, it did feel like you was giving up. But funny enough, that was the thing that I needed, because it made me look inward. Because you couldn't convince me that you weren't the problem. You couldn't convince me that ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm showing up as the best husband ever. I do this, I do that, I do this. And I ain't want to hear nothing you say I wasn't doing. So when I got to that point where I can just look in the mirror and say, you know what, she is right. I did do that.
Yes.
And it was hard to start admitting that, but I had to say, you know what, you're right. So you know now, if you bring something to me today, man, look, you're right. I apologize. You didn't deserve that. How can we move forward?
Because the truth of the matter is this. What are we fighting for? What is it all about? If we're on the same team, we're here to do life together. We're here to raise our children together. We're here to, you know, do business together, our businesses, and have a life together. Why are we at such odds with each other? We shouldn't be that way.
Yeah. So this what I can tell you guys. Your happiness start when you stop blaming the other person.
Correct.
That's one thing I can really, really, truly tell you. It's nothing that Margot can do that I'm just going to blame her when it's something that me and her dealing with. It's the issue. We're going to sit down and we're going to deal with the issue. And you hear people say it, but when you start practicing, I promise you, your relationship will go to another level.